Have you ever asked yourself, what would you do if you were in charge? What would you change about our current political situation, our current economy? What would you change in businesses and organizations if you had the power to make those changes? Why don't you have the power to make those changes? Why can't you change something in the government that you want changed? Why can't you go about changing businesses, associations, and organizations across not only our nation, but the entire world? Those born between 1996 and 2010 are known as Generation Z. These are the people who are studying in colleges, who will be the future presidents of the United States of America, the future CEOs and business owners. And they have a completely different idea of the economy and the political situation that they would like to have in the next 30 years. Today we will be talking about a number of changes that we would like to make, specifically about the presidential race. This past year, we've had the Republican and Democratic presidential races. Donald Trump quickly won the nominee for the Republican Party, and so we will focus more on the Democratic side. The four top candidates were Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Michael Bloomberg. Currently, Joe Biden is the only one that remains, and he will face Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, in debates this upcoming September. We want to address the quality of the debates in the past and set expectations for the debates that we have upcoming this year. This year we will have debates that need to be better than years past. This past year has been a nightmare for the Democratic Party and the representation that they have received just from the debates. There have been many debates where candidates have spoken and yelled over top each other. They have gotten in silly arguments. These are the men and women who expect to help our country. They want to be public servants. They want to push our economy and our current state as a nation in a different direction, which is much needed at this point. Another solution that has been brought up is having all of the candidates stay in their home state, in their own homes. Having a live broadcast to a central location where the moderator and an audience is. We have each person on individual screens, and when their timer goes off, their screen goes dark. Literally no one will be able to hear them. All of us at home will be on to the next candidate, listening to their ideas, unless they do the 1-minute extension. The questions that they will be asked will be the questions that we want them to answer. We will ask and demand answers and solutions to problems that we see as a younger generation. We need to be heard. Many of those in the Gen Z category do not feel that their opinions and ideas are represented fairly on a national level. With this same idea, we can address companies and set up higher expectation. We can demand products and services that we specifically want. With over 2 billion people in this generation, we will quickly be the dominant force in the upcoming years. So far, those of Gen Z have made astronomical changes. They have created websites, apps, have created large businesses at young ages. This is the age of change. This is the generation of change. And not only should we ask ourselves, what would you change? But what will you change? What will you do specifically to bring about this change? Ask yourself how often you have been using something and said to yourself, I wish it were able to do this other thing. If you're like me or any of the people that I have spoken to, you have said that hundreds of times, using hundreds of different products. Why is that? It's because companies don't know what we want. We are the people that use these devices, these products, and these services every single day. These are the things that we need to let the companies know and say, dear company, this is what we want fixed. We are the active users of your product, and we want changes. We want these features. We'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas on different features of products that you have used. Different phones, computers, tablets, cars, even the education system. We'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on everything because you matter. You are part of a generation that has never been seen before. We are the generation of change. What will you do to change it?